Episode 1. The episode opens up in a cave. Isakai was standing in front of a light and is shocked to see a girl coming out of it. The girl right after coming out hugs Isakai and tells him to marry her. Isakai recalls the past when he was in the original world, where he was a fat boy who was always bullied by others. One day an announcement was made which told the children that they were about to be transported to another world. The voice tells them that it was God and he granted everyone some skills. They can see these skills and check their states by using a status window. The voice tells everyone to gather around in groups, but no one accepted Isakai in their group because of his low state. The god then tells Isakai that he will be granted an extra skill because he was alone. After getting transported to the other world, Isakai decides that he will work hard and it will be a new adventure that will change him. But after 5 days, Isakai was not even to eat anything because of his low level and stated he was not trying to hunt any monsters. Because of hunger, he falls down but suddenly something hits him on his back. Isakai sees fruit and after he appraises it he finds out that its name was the fruit of evolution. Although the fruit tasted very bad, Isakai still ate it. He moves around to find some more of these fruits. Then he sees a group of monkeys but their levels were above 100 while Isakai was a level 1. He waited until those monkeys left and he goes and steals their fruits. He also finds some high-grade recovery portions and stores them in his dimension storage. After Isakai eats all 9 of those fruits he hears a voice that tells him that he has eaten 10 fruits of evolution. At that time a monkey comes and attacks Isakai. At the verge of death Isakai drinks the portion that he stole from the monkey, but he is still no match for that monkey. As the monkey was about to kill him, the monkey gets affected by body odor of Isakai and dies. Right after that, the body of the monkey transforms into a chest and some cards. These cards were skills that Isakai got from the monkey. Isakai also finds a book which was about the memory and experience of that monkey, and after reading it Isakai gained the memory and experience of the monkey. Isaikai's body started to go through evolution and he soon transformed into a handsome boy. Sometime later Isakai is attacked by a female gorilla but Isakai can withstand her attacks. Gorilla tells him that her name was Saria and he liked strong males. Isakai tries to use magic against her but because Isakai has no experience in magic, his magic backfires on him. Episode 2. Saria falls in love with Isakai so she takes him back to her home after asking him to marry her. At Saria's house, Saria prepares food for Isakai. Isakai says that he is not going to marry her because he was a human while Saria was a gorilla. Isakai, due to his hunger, takes a bite but to his surprise, the food was very good. Saria gives Isakai clothes and says that his clothes were torn apart in the fight so she made new ones for him. Isakai says how can she do all this? Saria again asks him to marry her but he again says no. He asks her how was she able to speak, and Saria tells him that it was because of the books that she found in a cave. Saria tells Isakai that she was going to find fruits of evolution. She was gathering them for her husband because she had already eaten 10 of them, and if someone ate 11 fruits that person will die. But someone stole it and she will kill that person when she will find him or her. Isakai bows his head and apologizes. He says that he was the one who stole them. Saria says if it was you then it's okay. She again asks him to marry her. While fishing, Isakai tries to run away but he encounters a spider. While the spider was about to attack him, Saria saves him and punches that spider away. When they go back to Sarah's home, Saria tells Isakai that she was going out to hunt. Isakai finds this as a chance to escape so he runs away but Saria follows him. Isakai uses his skills to get away from her. He ends up running into a dungeon where he encounters an undead boss. The boss of the dungeon says that he must be strong because he was the first human to come there. Isakai checks his level and it was level 1. Isakai thinks it was easy but the boss tells him that he deceived Isakai. He asks Isakai to check again and this time it was level 15. The boss starts to attack Isakai but at that moment Saria comes and saves him but gets impaled by the sword. While dying she tells Isakai that she loved him and wanted to marry him. Isakai tries to give her a portion but Saria tells him that she already died. It was her skill that was keeping her alive. The boss mocks them and says love between a human and a gorilla, how low is that? Isakai gets angry and uses his skills to attack the boss. He kills him. The boss thanks him for freeing him and he vanishes. Saria now transforms into a human and has come back to life. Isakai is shocked after seeing Saria. Isakai and Saria open up the boss's loot where Isakai finds a shirt and a necklace. He gives them to Saria and Isakai starts to gain a lot of skills. These skills were of the boss that he defeated. A sheep wearing a suit comes there and tells them that he was the dungeon caretaker. Isakai asks him why didn't he appear sooner, and the sheep says that he was busy laughing at them when Isakai was going through his final evolution. He then gives them rewards. Saria gets a dress while Isakai gets a helmet. Isakai asks him that what was this. The sheep says that it was to hide his state and it also had other functions like it will open up when Isakai is about to eat something. The sheep then says that he will transport them both out of the jungle. Isakai and Saria said why are you in hurry? But the sheep said he liked the looks on their faces. Then he transports Saria and Isakai out of the jungle. Episode 3. While walking towards the nearby town, a slime attacks Seiichi, but he kills it with just one blow. He obtains boots and a cape with a letter telling him that he has become incredibly strong. He gives the boots to Saria and keeps the cape. When they arrive at the town, a soldier named Claude asks them to show their proof of identification. They say that they have lost it while traveling. He tells them to put their hand on a certain gem to check if they have any criminal record or not. They both pass and go to the guild inside the town. When Seiichi fills out the form to join the guild, two men arrive and ask him to come with them. They take him to their perverted leader. Seiichi runs from them and comes back to the guild. Eris McLean, the charge of reception, tells them that they have to pass some tests to check what kind of quest suits their ability. While they are talking, a ranked adventurer, Arotoria, arrives there. At first, she refuses to be their test proctor, but later she says if they insist on her, she will take the job. Arotoria introduces her and leads them to a church for the first quest. Arotoria tells them that the first quest is to look after some kid. Saria stays at the church and asks Seiichi to let her take this quest. Arotoria tells Seiichi that the second quest is to demolish a building. Seiichi destroys the building by just laying his hand on it, but the building falls on him. Arotoria starts searching for him in the demolished structure. When Seiichi appears from the bottom, Arotoria becomes shocked and scolds him for his foolish act. She tells him that a great adventurer does not need might but the ability to sense danger. She says she is glad that he is safe. In the next scene, Commander Zakia looks at the other heroes. His assistant Orf says he has been tough on them in the previous 5 months. The commander replies that he does not want any heroes to die fighting their war as he is against the war with demons. Arotoria tells Seiichi that the last quest is just walking a dog, but the dog appears to be a giant wolf. Seiichi somehow completes the task, and then they go back to the guild. Their Guskel gives them a big reward. When Artoria invites Seiichi and Saria to stay a night at her home, everyone becomes surprised. Episode 4. The following day, Arotoria takes Seiichi and Saria's test. She tells them to collect 10 medicinal herbs. They instantly start searching for medicinal herbs and go to the nearby forest. When they return, they show Arotosha their tasks. Saria does her task correctly, but Seiichi does not collect medicinal herbs. Instead, he collects a rare item called mana mushrooms. He does his best to collect the herbs but in vain. Arotoria gives him some herbs and tells him to try hard next time. In the next scene, Seiichi and Saria meet Claude. When they are about to register for the guild's final test, Claude requests them to be friends with Arotoria even after the test. They assure him and go to take the test. Later at the field, Arotoria tells them they have to defeat only 10 slimes to pass the test. Seiichi tries to attack the first slime, but suddenly the slime disappears. Watching this, Arotoria tells them there are teleportation spells set up all over the place. All of a sudden, a teleportation circle appears and teleports all of them to an unknown place. Their Arotosha gives Seiichi and Saria a guide stone, and tell them if they get separated from their party members, this stone will lead them to the other members, and also it will glow if the life of other members is in danger. Arotoria accidentally steps on a trap. Then suddenly, a wall appears from the ground and separates them instantly. Seiichi and Saria start finding another route to rejoin Arotosha. Meanwhile, Arotoria is fighting different species on her way and goes into the threatening room of the Black Dragon God. The dragon says that it was her foolish act to come here. When Arotoria attacks him, he defeats her instantly. Arotoria stands again and attacks him with her skill called Calamity Berserk this time. But it is also not enough to defeat the dragon. When the dragon god is about to kill her, Seiichi and Saria arrive to help her. And that is all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications for our next video. Take care.